Hey everybody, this is Noodle, and it is unbelievably hot outside. Hot, like dragon breath. So let's do a review of Smaugust. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we are going to do a Smaugust review. If you were not here for the original video in which I talked about this, I set myself a challenge for Smaugust where I spent 1 week doing gesture drawings of quick little dragon sketches. If you don't know what Smaugust is, it's a combination of the names Smaug and August. So you spend August drawing dragons in a kind of salute to J.R.R. Tolkien. Alright, so week 1. Drawing quick, sketchy, gestural things of dragons based on nothing except my imagination. Some of these are really bad, just so you know. And then week 2, I spent doing master studies. So doing sketches, still quick sketches of dragons that other people have done that I happen to really be admire, that I really like the style of. Then week 3, I spent doing animal sketches, particular parts of animals that I wanted to try to incorporate into dragons in the future. And then this week, week 4, I spent doing more, they're still very quick sketches, but trying to incorporate what I feel like I've learned this month to see how my style's changed, how if I feel more confident drawing little dragon guys. So let's get started. This sketchbook is huge, and I will try to just kind of show you the coolest bits. Day 1, though. So my challenge was 100 dragons, though, in August, and I did hit that already. So we're good. We're good. Yeah. Oh, and then stay tuned at the end because I'm gonna include I'm gonna do a painting of a little possum dragon friend. All right. So day 1. I like this guy's little face. I clearly spent a lot of time recently drawing alligators, so you can really see in a lot of my dragons. Still day 1. Cute little centipede arms. Yeah. I really like how this hand turned out right here. I have it locked. I have it locked because I have my autofocus locked because I don't want to keep going out of focus as I'm gesturing. But I love how this hand turned out, and I love his little face, my little scholarly dragon. I still love these. This is one of my favorite dragons in this entire book. And I was just trying to draw different dragons based on weird shapes. So I kind of made him more square and he's more triangle-y, but look at his little sleepy face. Oh my goodness, so cute. And I know they're just little doodles, but his little meep feet. Oh my gosh, so cute. I love this dragon. Look at it. Look at her little kind of bedroom eyes. I love, yep. Very fun, and little dragonfly wings. Yeah. Also, I kept my definition of dragon very loose, so yeah. Yeah, this guy, less successful in my mind. He's still fine, but this guy with his little turnip. This one is based on a sunflower, which is fine. He's adorable. This one is based on the word steampunk, and he is a hot mess. We're moving on. Yeah. These are kind of more typically dragon, I feel like. Like I said, I was starting to do based on shapes, and so this one is actually based on a diamond. And I actually kind of like the way this one is sitting. I'm not a fan of this one. My friend said do one based on a stuffed animal. Look at him. He's so stinking cute. I honestly forgot about this one. I love his face too. And I love his little curly tail and his little stumpy wings. I love everything about him. So I gave myself a time limit of 15 minutes a piece for these, and most of them are less than that. A little flop dragon that doesn't have back legs. Yeah, I love him. Look at his tail. Okay, what do we got on this page? I hate this mess. Yep. And, yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he's just a dude playing a pipe or something. I think he's supposed to be hanging by his foot, and that's why he is upside down. Yep, there he is. I know he looks super awkward, but I actually really like how this one turned out with his overly giant head and kind of goofy underbite. Yeah, like him. You can see this is kind of a more kitty inspired, and this is a more snail inspired. Love box dragon. He's so happy. Burb dragon, also kind of cool. Like, kind of an odd smooshed dragon, but fun. Okay, this is the start of master studies, so the ones that I go through on this, I am going to tell you who the original artist is. So this is Omar Ryan, and he's amazing. He's amazing. He's one of my favorite artists. He does really great fantasy illustrations in oil and in watercolor, so gorgeous. So yeah, this one is called Tea Time. So like little Tea Time dragon was like hanging out with his friend. This is one of Justin Gerard's dragons. I also love Justin Gerard's art. So these are based on Annie Stegg's dragons. She also does really great fantasy art in oils. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. I'm going to pronounce a lot of these wrongs, but this is JB Monge, and he is French, so I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. So these are cool because these are all his. See this creepy cobra snake dragon? Yeah, that's his. Adorable baby dragons, that's his. If you are ever wondering, do I need to have a specific style in order to get work as an artist? No, you do not. Because do you see this? And he gets work. Like, he's a really great artist. Yeah, amazing. This is Peter de Sèvres. I love his little angular structures in his face. I don't know how to pronounce these two. And as much as I really like, I especially like these little horn shapes, this is not my vibe. So, so I did not study a lot of dragons that look like that. This is Scott Gustafson, and I love this image so much. I can't remember what it's called though, and I am really sorry, but look at all, like, I love all of his like flappy, craggly bits, and he like looks very like soft and like approachable and friendly, and yeah. This is John Lauren, and I actually don't know who this is, except that this dragon was awesome. And I mean, he's got that kind of Dr. Seuss vibe. Yeah, he had a bunch of little fairy friends helping him out, but I was trying to like simplify, right? But I really like these little ear flaps. So the problem that I run into a lot when I am trying to draw from imagination is that I feel like there's set things that I'm allowed to do. And part of this whole master study thing was like reminding myself, like, I can do whatever I want. Like, I can do whatever I want. So this, I love this dragon so much, and I found it, so I'm in a Facebook group of like people who do a lot of thrifting, and then they like share the stuff that they find while they're thrifting. And somebody found this print at like a church garage sale, and like I cannot find anything about the artist. Like, I have tried all sorts of things to find it using like reverse image searching, and every time I look for this print, the only thing that comes up is that post in Facebook. So yeah, I'm probably never gonna get to find out, but friggin' awesome. I love this. I love the like little swirly scale patterns and all the little, like, they just did so many cool textures in their drawing. This is Justin Gerard's version of the Reluctant Dragon. He also has like these great lines that he uses that are very gestural and fun, and I love his dragons. This is Stephanie Law's dragon. She does a lot of dragons and a lot of fantasy art and watercolor. Beautiful. If you don't know who Stephanie Law is, I'm going through a lot of artists in this video, and I am really sorry, but I'm probably not going to link them all. I'm a horrible person, but if you have a question about a specific dragon that I drew for my master study week, just let me know in the comments, and I will point you in the right direction. These are older. So this is Arthur Rackham. If you haven't looked up Arthur Rackham before, he is kind of like I think he's a Golden Age illustrator. Anyways, yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations. His dragon was really, really interesting looking. All of his dragons were. And this is Milo Winter, also an older illustration, and I love the way this dragon is posed, and I love the dragon's face and his little furry ears. So cute. Alright, this is Tony DiTerlizzi. I think I've done a few of his because look at this. He's a little gawky and adorable, and it looks like he'll go chomp, 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 and but then maybe feel bad about it afterwards. Okay, we are on August 14th, so we are almost done with the master studies. These are Aaron Kelso, and I had never heard of them before looking up dragons to draw, but I also like their very interesting shapes that they make for fins and interesting textures that they make on their dragons, and really cool tails. And integrating interesting feather / scale combinations. Yeah, so this is Aaron Kelso too. You can see all the different sizes and shapes of scales and feathers that she just kind of puts them all on there. She does whatever she wants. Okay, I gotta do that. I just love his face. Love his face. This is another Tony. Two more Tonys. Look at that. Look at his face. He was eating a book, I think. And there's a little baby one. He's so cute. Now we're getting into various animal shapes, and I am not going to go through every single page of this with you because I can't imagine it's that interesting. But I started out doing ostrich feet because look at these things. Aren't they interesting? They look very dinosaur-y to me, but not typical dinosaur-y. I ended up not doing anything with an ostrich face because I don't know. Maybe someday. It's not like I'm trying to generate a prototype of a dragon. I'm just kind of trying to get used to using my imagination more. So then I usually took those sketches that I did and integrated them into a dragon sketch. So you can kind of see how those ostrich feet influence this. I guess I did try to do an ostrich head dragon. It just looked like an angry ostrich face. Possums. I'm showing this to you guys because apparently I have a lot of people who like possums that follow my art. So yeah, I mean, you can see why I would want to maybe think about including possums in dragons. First of all, they can look scary when they want. Second of all, the babies, and this is only the babies, don't pick up an adult possum by the tail. But when they are just super little tiny babies, they can hang by their tail. So yeah, but they also look scary. Look at that thing. I also did some plant studies to include them, and I actually really like the patterning on grape leaves and squash leaves for a lot of stuff, but for wings, really cool. And I like the structures around where a stem meets a gourd for tails and just kind of scale patterns. So yeah, that thing is terrifying. Anyways, so yeah, these are the little sketches that I started doing for possums. And if you look, you can see that he's got grapevine-y wings and stuff. Yeah, because I don't want to just be a possum dragon. This is my favorite sketch ever. I was just I'm gonna make a dragon and a possum, and just kind of gave him scales and a grumpy face. Also this guy is cute too. So this is the only page I did out of her book, but Terrell Whitlatch has courses and books and so much information. If you want to get better at drawing animal anatomy for doing fantasy art, Terrell Whitlatch. look her up. If you don't know, she designed like a lot of the Star Wars critters. Like she is, yeah. Tara Whitlatch is amazing. So, and she's a really nice lady. So there you go. My friend suggested sloths, and I agree. Sloth claws are very interesting for like a idea for dragon claws. I mean, especially for like, what if you had a dragon that just never landed, right? Like it just kind of lived in the trees, flew around, was never on the ground. Here's some catfish. There's this one kind of catfish called a goonch, and it is gigantic, and like the mouths are really like teethy and very like whiskery and very interesting. Anyways, catfish. I like this guy. I like him with just like kind of weird fins and then tentacles and yep, more little fins. We are on August 22nd. So this might be the last week. Yeah. So August 22nd, we are getting into where I'm just doing sketching now for my own like kind of summary. So I'm not really paying attention to like what animals I'm including. I'm just kind of putting things in. I did start thinking it was cool to have like a big bulb at the end of tails, and that's because of gourds. Yeah. Anyways, I like this guy with his little catfish whiskers. He's cute. Love this guy. Very not my style, but really fun. And he largely came to be because of these little hooves. I love that face so much. This foot's really great. I'm really happy with how that foot turned out. I was also doing tree bark studies, so like some of my dragons start having like interesting gnarly bark textures. I like this big flowy tail, and I like that I put gills on here, even though it might not make sense, but this is just a chubby baby dragon. He's probably napping after he ate. I like this guy a lot. I'm not a fan of this one, even though I kind of like enjoy the Dr. Seuss vibe, but I was looking up words, like random generator words, and using those as inspiration to draw. I love both of these. He looks crazed, like just maybe he's like a dog and he's really excited to see you. Kind of chunky flying dragon with giant wings. Big fan. He looks happy. I like this little guy. Just in general, like kind of a basic dragon, but he's cute. I like this guy with his little frog feet and his kind of tadpole tail. Very fun. I don't know why, like every time I draw a bigger dragon head, he looks kind of like bringing back in some tentacles. Yeah, I like this design. He was fun. This is so cute. Look at that. I'm really happy with how that one turned out. Here's a little sloth dragon breathing fire, and then like this kind of grumpy looking guy. Very kind of dreamy, thoughtful dragon. Little dragon in an egg. I love this face so much. Love that face. I don't know why. I feel like this dragon's like, I'm so beautiful, and like somebody might look at it and go, oof, that's an ugly dragon, but the dragon's just not gonna hear it. Weird, dancy, leggy dragon. Oh right, I drew this one twice because I thought it was interesting to try to draw the same dragon twice, even though I wasn't a super huge fan. This is using that kind of grapevine-y pattern to the wings. I actually really like this guy. He just looks really friendly. I drew him a little friend. You can't really see very well, I know, but... And so, like, I drew his little friend, and they're going for a little flight. Yeah, he's cute. I kind of feel like he'd be in a Roald Dahl book. Couple little grapevine dragons. I think I might actually do an illustration of this someday where they're, like, actually growing on a vine. See, like, right here, like, I like this little, like, this little tail connects, and it's like, it connects like a vine does. Look at that little sleepy face. And here we are. This is the last 99-100. So this is the guy that I am working up today. We're going to do some painting on him, and he's going to be my Ko-fi sticker for this month. And I think I'll probably do this guy sometime later as like a print I mean, like as a painting, I mean, like a bigger painting, because I like this. I love this like possum with all the babies. I mean, like he's both the babies. Both of them got babies, but yeah. So this is what we're working up right now. So I put in this footage of me painting this possum dragon because I know that you like to see that, like to see me paint and stuff. That's why you watch my channel. And because I wanted to like be able to talk about what I feel like I got out of drawing 100 dragons and doing animal studies, during August. I mean, the big thing is, do I think it was worth it? And yeah, I absolutely do. You start developing like a shorthand when you draw things repetitively. And I feel like there's a few different types of animals that I have an easier time drawing now. For some reason, like back legs are especially difficult for me to draw. I always like try to draw them wrong. Like I always forget where the knee is supposed to go and where the ankle's supposed to go because it doesn't necessarily make sense from a human perspective. Thinking of it like as my knee and my ankle, like that doesn't work. So yeah, I think I learned a lot that I have managed to internalize, and I think I will see that more over the long run. Like, it's going to be hard to tell exactly what I got out of this right away, right? Because it's not like I can only draw dragons and animals, and I have to do a lot of other stuff too. So, but definitely think it was worth it. If you want to try some bizarre challenge that you set for yourself, I highly recommend it. I always think it's worth, like, the challenges that you set for yourself, I feel like you get a lot more out of than the challenges that you do that are set by other people. But those are fun too, because then you're like participating in a community event. So, and this was Smaugust, so it was still a community event, but little different, but yeah. Also, I just thought that you guys would want to see me painting this possum dragon, because look at all those babies. They're so cute. This, I made this as a sticker for my Ko-fi members for this month, and that would be the month of August, not the month of September. This is coming out a little bit late again. But eventually I'm going to have these stickers up on my shop because I've had multiple people kind of be like, yeah, I need those. And I'll tell you guys when my shop opens. Nothing is going to stop me from talking about when my shop finally opens back up. I do have a website, and I technically do have a shop. I just haven't updated it in years now. So yeah, my friend is building me a new one and she's awesome. So, and the site's looking really nice. So what else do I want to say? I think I'm going to see a lot more of how much this affected my ability to draw my imagination to make up animals as I get farther away from it. And I feel less like, oh, I'm going to draw a foot. Which foot do I want to use from what animal? And it'll be more like, oh, I want to draw this scene and here's this dragon and like I want to draw the feet like this because that would make sense in the scene. Yeah, so I think it's going to come more into play over the long run. Definitely awesome though. If you look at, I dropped my brush so many times when I was painting this and it was always the black paint. And there are these little black blobs of gouache like all over this piece of paper. I don't know what was going on that day, but like, yeah, it's good that I'm doing a voiceover because I said some things that were not okay. Especially like the third time I dropped it, I was just like, what? Yeah, anyways. Everybody has days like though, but like I'm going to be 45 this year and I'm like, do I have some horrible thing going on with me? No, I don't. I just am clumsy sometimes like everybody is. Oh, so this is the end of the video. Sorry it's late again, you guys. I'm going to try to get caught up. Have a really great week. I love you all. Bye-bye.